What's up, everybody? Welcome to Weekly Watermelon Soup. I'm Juan. This is AI news that actually matters for finance professionals. Let's get into it. All right, the big story this week. Big tech earnings dropped, and it was a bloodbath for Microsoft. Microsoft lost $357 billion in market cap in one day. That's the second largest single day wipeout in US history. Why? Azure growth slowed from 40% to 39%, 1 percentage point, and they're burning $37.5 billion per quarter on AI infrastructure. Meanwhile, Meta beat expectations and the stock jumped 10%. Zuckerberg announced they're spending up to $135 billion on AI this year, nearly double what they spent in 2025. So what's the difference? Meta showed AI is actually boosting their ad revenue right now. Microsoft is still in trust us, it'll pay off eventually mode. The message from Wall Street is clear. The AI honeymoon is over. Investors want receipts. They're done rewarding potential. They want to see it in the margins. So if you're pitching AI projects internally, the same rules apply. Show the ROI or lose the budget. Google dropped something this month that should make every finance person pay attention. It's called personal intelligence. You flip it on and Gemini connects to your Gmail, Google Photos, YouTube history, and search data. Then it reasons across all of it to give you personalized answers. Example, you ask about tire sizes. Instead of just giving you generic info, it looks at your photos, sees you drive a minivan, finds the photo where your license plate is visible, and gives you a specific recommendation. The privacy implications are a lot. Washington Post already ran a piece called What's Good and Scary about personal intelligence. But here's why it matters for finance. This is where AI assistants are heading. Not just answering questions, understanding your context, your emails, your documents, your history, and giving you answers based on what you specifically need. Google's betting this is the future. And honestly, they're probably right. Here's a story that should hit close to home for finance folks. Citigroup's CEO, Jane Fraser, announced they've mandated AI training for 175,000 employees across 80 locations. The focus? Prompt engineering. Teaching people the difference between basic prompting and great prompting. Fraser said at a recent conference, I want to stack the odds that we will help our people reinvent themselves before their roles change forever. The training takes 10 to 30 minutes, depending on your skill level. Employees have already entered over 6.5 million prompts into Citi's AI tools. And here's the kicker. 50% of all new job openings at Citi are filled by existing employees. They're reskilling their own workforce instead of hiring. If one of the biggest banks in the world is making AI training mandatory, what's your company doing? And what are you doing? So let's zoom out for a second. Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Alphabet combined are expected to spend over $500 billion on AI infrastructure this year. That's up from $360 billion in 2025. The entire conversation has shifted. In 2024 and 2025, Wall Street rewarded companies just for being early and loud about AI. Now they want clarity on where AI shows up in revenue. Meta stock went up because they could point to real ad performance improvements. Microsoft's went down because Azure growth slowed even slightly. This matters because it's the same conversation happening inside every company. CFOs are asking, where's the return? If you're the one who can answer that question with data, you become very valuable very fast. And here's a quick update on DeepSeek version 4. It's still expected mid-February around Lunar New Year. I probably shouldn't mispronounce that. But this week, they've updated their GitHub repo, and people found references to something called Model 1, a new architecture that's different from their V3. The rumor is V4 will crush coding benchmarks, handle million token contexts, and run on consumer hardware. If DeepSeek delivers again like they did in R1 last January, we could see another correction. Keep your eyes on February 17th. That's your weekly watermelon soup. Finance teams that learn AI will eat. The ones that don't will get eaten. It's simple as that. If you want help getting your team up to speed, that's literally what I do. Link is in the description. Subscribe if this was useful, and I'll see you next week.